So we're in my office, and this is, let me look at you. Let me try that again. I look at you, not this one. This is my office. I'm doing it again. So this is my office, and not a lot of people get to come in here and see stuff. Normally it's an absolute mess because I get tons of stuff thrown in here. One thing that people don't know is I yell at Tom all day, and Tom loves to put all the junk from his office into my office because when he cleans his office. So he leaves all the junk to us and makes us clean up his mess. So for the first time in maybe 2 years, my office has been cleaned, and you can step foot in here and actually look at stuff without being up to your neck in samples and stuff that needs to get shipped out to different people. But really the highlight of my office is my shoe wall, actually. It's not even a rack. It's a whole wall of themed shoes from one of my favorite franchises. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You probably know. But everyone on here is a sample piece. It's not even for retail. You can't buy it. These were never sold. These are sample pieces that we did for different talents over the years. And the best part about it is I've been able to befriend a lot of them and call a lot of them my friends for the foreseeable future because we make cool stuff and we kind of got along pretty well. So a pretty cool story for a big Turtles fan growing up. Some of my favorites, the Judith Hogue she signed it for us. This was done inspired by her character from the first Ninja Turtles movie. Once again, definitely not something you can buy. This was made for her as a gift from us. Her Channel 3 news on the back of it. But just really fun pulling elements from her shoe, or from her outfit, I'm sorry. And then we've got this one, a little dusty. It's been up here for a while. This one's from the Turtles cartoon, April O'Neil once again. This was for Renee, who was the voice of April O'Neil in the cartoons. So we were able to make that for her. This is one of 2 in the world that exist because she has the other one. This one's a sample for my friend Ken Scott. She's got some schmutz on it because it's definitely a sample, but this was made for him. He was the fellow Chucker in the first Ninja Turtles movie, and he really wanted a foot soldier style shoe. It says a fellow Chucker, eh? Around the back of it. So I made that specifically for him, and he wears these to conventions. This is one of my ones that I've done personally. I've not designed any of these other ones except for this one. So this was just a fun little one to really throw my hat into the ring on shoe design. I've been collecting the NECA action figures since they dropped, and this fun little journey also led me to meeting Ben Bishop. Ben Bishop is the artist on all of these. So Ben's a good friend of mine, and in my personal opinion, like the new Ninja Turtles artist, all of his designs that he's done, I personally think that those are like the new premier like main designs for Ninja Turtles. So I love his artwork. I have all of his artwork in my office as well. On the top, you're probably going to get a crazy glare, but these are some of the prints that he's given me over the years. These are just full image prints of the action figure line that he's done. While we're talking about beautiful artwork, I got a lot of artwork that's all over my walls. They're all gifts from the community. They're from artists, and I love to display a lot of them. The one that's kind of tucked in over here, I got to move this one around, but this one is a piece that I got a couple of years ago. Jim Lawson, Steve Levine, and Peter Laird all signed that for me. They all had a hand in this. So this is one of my favorite pieces that they had done. I got this the year that I met Peter. So this was really important, very close to my heart. I love this. When I first started my office, I was just trying to put stuff up where I could. I really had no rhyme or reason what I was doing. So you got random artwork, some boxes. When I first started, KJ51, he wrote me this beautiful letter about Ninja Turtles being a good person in the community, not tooting my own horn, but I've always tried to give back as much as I possibly can in the Turtles community. It means a lot to me. So I framed that and I put that right on my wall when I got it. So he's one of the real ones. I love KJ. He's in all the turtle groups. So if you don't know who he is, you've probably seen him post at some point. Jim Lawson loves to give me cool images, cool prints. I have so much Jim Lawson stuff in this office, so we'll be touching on that quite a bit. And then we got some of the cell prints. One thing that I was looking for when it comes to cell prints was, I'm a huge Raphael fan. It had to be the right piece from the old cartoons, and there's just so much out there, and you can never find a right piece. I found this at the Niagara Falls Comic-Con in 2025, exactly 1 year ago, actually. And I saw that, and I had to have it. I didn't even care what the price was. I had to get it. So that is my favorite art cell. I'm complete. I'm never going to have to buy another art cell ever. That's what I wanted, and it fits the mold of everything that I expected. We just put these up. So we've got some of the coolest customers here at Bolaires. They turn from customers to friends. We talk to them a lot. We hook them up with stuff. Like I said, we're always about giving back to the community, whether it's with Ninja Turtles or with shoes. So Jason Stout actually sent me these, and I don't know where he got them. I am obsessed with them. The artwork is absolutely insane. My favorite Ninja Turtles designs from the old school days were the Turtles 3 designs. I love the action figures that Playmates did, and these are very on brand with what that looked like. So these just showed up one day, and I have been in love with them ever since. So these are some of my favorite pieces in my office, and I just put them up yesterday. Like, they finally made it to the wall yesterday. So this is something new to my office. This used to be a whiteboard where I used to keep track of all my orders going out to people and licensing, and I had not written on it for over a year. So I'm like, time to take it down. We're going to put up some artwork now. Here, we'll talk about some Last Ronin stuff. So many people know Last Ronin is like my favorite thing that the Ninja Turtles franchise has ever done. I have a reading disability. I don't really tell a lot of people that, but I have a reading comprehension disorder, and it kind of falls into like ADHD realm of things because I can't focus when I'm reading. And comics is one of those things. I can't read comics. So I was able to sit down and read the entire first run of Last Ronin comics, and that means a lot to me because I can never do that before. So that's like the only comic I've ever been able to read and understand. So I fell really in love with the Last Ronin stuff, and I love the designs. I love everything about it. I think we're good.